Like it stand for be like you and nobody else.
I like that. That hard. That hard.
Brand, you know what I mean? I smoke a film all period.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to throw you in.
Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy King June from the GOAT series, brought to you by the lovely people at U42 Studios. What's happening? I see y'all out there. I got a special guest, one of my top 5 rappers of all time, especially coming out of the state of Georgia. You know, so it's home court advantage either way it go. Man,
yeah,
this man got accolades. Boy, I can sit here and list them, but I want him to say it for himself. You know what I'm saying? I got Smoke from the legendary group Field Mob in the house with me. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, what it is, man. It's a blessing to be here with you.
Man, likewise, man. Thank you for having me. I mean, I'm thankful that you came through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what's up, man? What you got? What's up with you?
You know, basically, I just did a deal with T-Pain, writer's deal.
Okay.
You know these cats when they get to a certain level. Like it's not saying T-Pain don't write his own music,
right?
Or didn't start out writing his own music, or don't write his own music. Like a lot of these artists, they write their own shit, but you know they open to writers. You know
okay.
What I mean? You know, get somebody else's perspective. You know, it's always 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads better than one. You know what I mean? So
facts.
Yeah, like T-Pain used to open up for us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He used to open up our shows. So, you know, I guess he feels like, ain't no guess, I know he feel like, you know, we relatable when it comes to music. He love to give me my props and tell me, you know, I'm one of the people who inspired him. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
You know, it's only right, you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man, let's just take it back, man. Like, first of all, I'm starstruck. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been telling people from here all the way up to New York, man, about Field Mob.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I wasn't really in Georgia when y'all dropped. I was up top.
Okay.
And I had got y'all first single for I think it was All I Know, and y'all had like 3 sample snippets at the on that single, on the track for y'all first album.
Yeah.
And I used to have it on repeat when I go to school on my Walkman.
Yeah.
And I used to tell these folks, I said, man, y'all tripping. Y'all sit here listening to the Locks. Y'all need to start listening to this group right here. And they're like, they didn't understand. They're like,
well, at the time, like I like to call me and Sean, like we the Martin Luther King and Malcolm X of Southern hip hop. You know what I mean? Cause like they wouldn't let us in the door. You know what I mean? They wouldn't let us in the door cause you know they felt like we weren't fast enough. But I'm like, y'all say the South slow, then what's the speed limit? You know what I mean? You know, we was able to keep up with them boys. You know what I mean? Up top. You know what I mean? And that's really how we got our recognition, just being able to be lyrical, be lyricists. You know what I mean? Down south, we were known for booty shaking. You know what I mean? Freak Neat, Luke Skywalker. You know what I mean? You know, Luke had got freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He made history with that, you know what I mean, with 2 Live Crew. So, you know, he one of the pioneers that made it for us to be able to express ourselves and say shit, damn fuck, you know what I mean, cussing, you know what I mean? But not just curse, you know, like tell what's going on in your hood, you know what I mean? Not exploiting no woman, but, you know, putting some recognition to the art of the body, you know what I mean? Twerking, you know what I mean? People don't even know, like, twerking, man, that's a ritual, African ritual. But anyway, you know, like, me and Sean, we was just them cats down south that was only, like, we could stand up against New York. Like, you know, I battled the RZA in front of the judge. I beat the RZA. I destroyed the Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? That was a big thing to me. You know what I mean? Man. Black Tie. You remember that group Ja Rule had called
Murder
Cash Money.
Cash
brother.
Money Clique.
We are with Black Tie, some other. We crushed them.
I know what you're talking about.
We went to New York just to show these cats like we could stand with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, we defeated them boys on Funk Flair show. On Funk Flair show, he was dropping bombs. Ja Rule even came up there to the station and was like, "I'm gonna meet these niggas, man. Who are these country niggas?" You know what I mean? But yeah, like we had a point to prove, and labels didn't know how to. In that time, labels didn't know how to work Southern hip hop. So really, we was like white lab mice or black lab mice. You know what I mean? They was just trying it out. And so a lot of the money these cats getting today, I feel like they owe me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, you know, me and Sean, one of the reasons why they're even able to know how to work these records from the South in different demographics. So, yeah, man, you know, I feel like, you know, I played a major role in Atlanta's hip-hop scene and in the Southern hip-hop culture, period.
Right. Okay. So, like, how did y'all form the group?
Well, actually, I was in high school. We was in high school together, freestyling against each other. But we met at McDonald's. Like in country towns, little small town, you know, everybody go to a hangout spot after football games. Right. So we all go to Crystals or McDonald's. And Sean was fighting some cats that some cats that I was with, some GD cats I was kicking it with, and we ain't like them Crip cats. Yeah. And so the Crip cat jumped on Sean. Yeah. And you know, we just wanted a reason to, cause we didn't like him. So I said, Sean, look, you hang with me every day from now on. Like they try you again. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So we linked on that and became friends. He realized I could rap, we just started going to the studio. We started out as solo artists. Okay. And then the records we kept making together was so good that our city made us form the group because we were hot in our city. Okay. And you know, like T.I. said, if your homeboys ain't bumping it, it ain't, you know. Yeah. So if the clique ain't playing, it ain't shit. So, you know, our city, we got hot in our city first. Like, if I was to like give advice to some cats that's up and coming, I would tell them like, get hot in where you at first. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then after you get hot where you at, then you know you test the waters that way. And if your folks fuck with it, it's gonna be everybody else gonna. You know what I mean?
Effects. Yeah. So like, how did y'all ink your first deal?
Greg Street.
I swear Greg Street is like.
Greg Street is the king of the South. No disrespect to T.I. and Lil Baby. Everybody want that crown. But if it wasn't for Greg Street, you know, you wouldn't have had Blue Da Vinci back in the day when he was with Meech. Or you wouldn't have had Jeezy. You wouldn't have had none of these cats. Like all of these cats, he's the gatekeeper of the A. He the wizard. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Greg Street, man.
Yeah, man. And Greg Street was doing open mics. And during them time, like, that was a new thing. Like, so he was doing it when nobody was doing it. So we were driving all the way from Albany to the A to do open mics with Greg Street. Okay. And we had a single, and Greg Street liked us, and he was like, look, he ain't like the first thing. He was like, come back with another record. I like y'all. We came back with another record. It was called Project Dreams. You ever been broke? Put your hands up.
That's my shit.
And he heard the record and started playing it. We performed it. We won open mic. And he started playing it the next day at 6 o'clock, like in the mix. Yeah. And people heard the record. And then, you know, Interscope, MCA called. Like, look, who is this? Because, see, DJs copy other DJs. Like, they see who the hottest DJ is, and then they put it, they add that rotation, that they shit to their show. You know what I mean? And it's a good idea. You know what I mean? The best artists are thieves. Keep it real. So other places start playing the record and asking for the record. Yeah. You know what I mean? This before you sent email blast out of your record to DJs. This was like, you got to go to the radio. Like the radio was the hub. Like you don't get it on the radio. Now you don't need the radio. Like the internet, these internet platforms are so huge. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? Where, you know, you don't need it on the radio. And it's not a must. Like, you got cats out here making millions and their record has never been on the radio at all. They're not getting any BDS spins, but they going and rocking shows. You know what I mean? Making thousands, becoming millionaires. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, like, I don't think that the internet would take the radio out. Like the cell phone took out the payphone in the beeper.
It's essential. It may not be a major part, but it's a key component.
Yeah. It still works.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It still works the same way. You know what I mean? It's just you had to go to radio then. Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of payola was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the internet interfered with payola.
Big facts. So like, I can honestly say, in comparison from your first album and y'all second album, there's a big difference in texture.
Yeah.
Like far as like the first album was gritty, and then the second album was more polished.
Yeah.
Can you like describe the transition that y'all had to make to go from the first to the second album? Like maybe y'all, you know, did y'all have to change the producers or whatever?
Yeah, like it was gritty because the producer, we had just came from the grind. Like we were from the streets. We were young. I was 19, Sean was 20. You know what I mean? We were robbing and selling cocaine and weed. So we really couldn't like when you hungry, you know what I mean? That's when you put out the best music. You know what I mean? That's when it's organic. I'm talking about it's the best. You know what I mean? Cause like college football. Yeah. I watch college football more. I like college football better than I like NFL because them boys trying to go to the league. Yeah. So they hitting hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? They practices hard. Like they got a double job to do. They got to keep their grades right and go out there and concentrate on the field versus a person who playing NFL. He just got to go out there. You know what I mean? And D-boy can't miss no practice. Yeah. You know what I mean? D-boy NFL take fine and, you know what I mean? They do what they want to do because they laxed. Yeah. It's the same thing. Like you hungry. It's that hunger. You know what I mean? Herschel Walker, I know everybody trying to
hey, they smearing him.
They talking about don't vote for him. And he had the gun to the white lady head and finna shoot the children. But anyway, Herschel Walker really was known for his college years, more so than his NFL years. Yeah. But yeah, like you just when you young and hungry for something, it show up in the music. You know what I mean? The texture changed because, you know, practice make. I don't like to say practice. Perfect practice make perfect. Right. You know what I mean? You could practice on some shit that's some fucked up shit. Yeah. And that shit you just mastered how to do some fucked up shit. Right. Perfect practice makes perfect. So, you know, even recording, it was practice. Like every song was practice. Every song is practice. You supposed to get better every song. You supposed to get better every time them camera come on. You know what I mean? Yeah. You supposed to be better than the last time. You know what I mean? You go to the crib, you do your editing, you know what I mean? And you know your editing skills just get better and better to where you don't need no editors. Like I could do this myself, Lo. So if I send you something to edit, then y'all ain't got much work to do. You know what I mean? Because I'm educated in that. So that's what it was. Like we had got better. Like we got better. When you got an adversary, adversaries make you better. Yeah. The devil makes God better. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. Yeah. Your opposition, your contender, contesting is good for you. Being tested. You know what I mean? It makes you smarter, make you stronger than you was before the test. Okay. You know what I mean? Whether you failed it or not. So yeah, it was a big hoopla about us. Like, you know, Atlanta cats didn't want to accept us because we weren't screaming. We were from Atlanta. Yeah. We were the only group from Georgia that was screaming Albany, Georgia. Yeah. While Jeezy was screaming Atlanta. You know what I mean? But Born in Hockerville, Gucci was screaming at Decatur.
But,
you know what I mean? But
Pastor Troy kind of doing
Pastor
the same
Troy,
thing.
yeah. Everybody was repping the A because that was the thing to do. It was smart. I'm not knocking them for doing that.
It was a popular thing to do.
They wouldn't have gotten as far as they got. Honestly, I feel like that us not claiming Atlanta kind of stunted our growth. I do believe that. You know what I mean? We didn't have any. We were young. We weren't real where we were from.
But I would say this. Y'all came up with the most impactful anthem for the state of Georgia, though.
Oh, yeah.
How did that song come about, man?
Actually, it was my solo record in high school. And we tried to get it on the first album. And we couldn't do it because Ray Charles wasn't hearing it. And then we tried to get it on the second album, and them folk just wasn't budging.
But y'all got Jamie on it though.
The third album, Jamie was the one that was able to get it done because Ludacris and Jamie Foxx are friends. Yeah. So Jamie Foxx reached out to them folks, let them hear the record, and then Ray Charles is from Albany, Georgia, by the way.
Yeah.
So when Ray Charles folks were like, why y'all ain't tell us y'all from Albany the first time? Yeah. We did. You know what I mean? It just, y'all ain't pay attention because the check wasn't there. You know what I mean? So, it cost a pretty penny to make that record happen, but, investing in yourself. We invested in that record and we got that bread back tenfold. Yeah. But, Jamie actually sung on it, you know what I mean? Because the sample had strings and stuff in it. When you pay for a sample, you gotta pay for the strings, the noises in it, and the voice. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta pay everybody involved. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So it was the Grammy nominated, which, my opinion, made Luda's album get the Grammy. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was not only on our album, it was on Luda album.
So do y'all get that credential too?
Oh yeah.
So it's safe to say that you got a Grammy.
I do got a Grammy. I don't know why you go to Google me and it don't say, you know what I mean, Grammy nominated and Grammy group. You know what I mean? Because see, if you do a movie, everybody involved.
So it's like
get the Grammy.
That's crazy because it's like if that song is on multiple projects, how come it's only allotted to one artist? They should go across the board.
It should. It does. Like the producers on your album, they got a Grammy too. Everybody involved with this body of work, they get it. They get, you know what I mean? So we was involved. Like you featured on there. You was involved with this Grammy, you know what I mean, master, but this work of art, like, you know what I mean, this masterpiece. So you basically, we just didn't get our Grammy plaques because Sean was beefing with Luda at the time and did a diss record against him. So they were like, fuck them niggas, we ain't giving no nigga they plaque. You know what I mean? So
how you doing, man? I don't really see him on the radar like that.
Basically, like, he got some legalities he got to deal with. You know what I mean? And that's just basically it. Like, we could be doing music, but it's hard to do music when you got bounty hunters looking for you. You got people when the law after you like that. So, and then people want to see both of y'all. Yeah. See both of us. So, it's like, wait till those legalities are dealt with, and then we can move on with film art. But
yeah, I think the city, this whole state, maybe the whole South, we need that another film art album. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I see that you've elevated. You know what I'm saying? You in the reality TV show space. Yeah. I see you inclining with the real estate department. Like how did that come about? Like what's going on with those avenues?
Well, like, it's just really just investing the money you make legally. You know what I mean? I learned how to invest with marijuana. Like, when I got my rap checks, I go buy pounds of weed and put my homeboys on so everybody can have their own money. You gotta have me for nothing.
Right.
And put money in y'all pocket, it was putting money in my pocket. So we just you get grown, we transition. I found out how to flip houses.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And when I found out, it blowed my mind, like, because how easy it was and the amount of money it takes, the small amount of money it takes, and what you can make off of the revenue you make off of the payback, the bike in.
Right.
It's crazy. And it's like this thing on tape with like $10,000-$15,000 to do. And then I grew up in the hood where niggas had $100,000. Like one of my homeboys, I ain't gonna call no name, but one of my homeboys, you know, when I was in high school, 12th grade, this dude had $90,000. You know what I mean? My first time seeing $250,000 was from a high school student that went to my school. The school kicked him out because he used to hide his dope in his locker. You know what I mean?
Man.
And hide his cash in his locker. But anyway, like, you know, come on, like, black people don't know. All we know is to rent. That's all we know. We don't know that we can
own
land, buy the block. And then too, you got gentrification. You know what I mean? So gentrification is basically like the person who owns the house can tell you to move when they want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So instead, if you own it, can't nobody tell you to get up out of it. You know what I mean? You can Airbnb the spot, or you can flip it. You know what I mean? And the value of it go up every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can borrow 80% of that money that off of the value of it from the bank. You know what I mean? And put that in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And whoever buy it, when they buy it, you know what I mean? You already done got your cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just dope because you could go ahead and get your money now, like. You know what I mean?
Hey, you put me on something. I ain't know that.
Man, I got you, bro. Listen, we gonna holler after this, man. I'm gonna put you on something, man.
Heck
We can go get us some bando. So anyway, I got a show called No More Bando.
Okay.
Actually, I'm looking for somebody to record it. I got a team with me. The dude who showed me how to flip houses, he got over 50 mansions around here.
Okay.
Like he started out with abandoned homes. Now, he got tired of doing that because he didn't get tired of it. He had to leave that level of it. I'm gonna get to his level after I finish with doing bandos. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So he was like, look, I got this game. Let me show you how to do this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so I started a show called No More Bando. And basically we get the bando, just replenish it. Pop the top on it, turn it to a 2-story home.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the value go up, and then you borrow that 80%. You know what I mean? And abandoned homes everywhere. You know what I mean? You fixing your community up. You know what I mean? That ugly ass house. You know what I mean? Making the hood look bad.
Yeah.
Black people don't know about taking care of the yard. You know, taking care of the hood. You know, we just learning. I just seen Rick Ross bought a cow the other day. Like, having livestock on your land is very, very lucrative for you.
It is.
Chickens, roosters, whatever. Cows. He bought cows. You know what I mean? But yeah, black men, we need to know this.
Yeah.
Like, flip that bread. You finna go to the strip club and spend $15,000. Like, spend that $15,000 right here and turn it into $100.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, buy your block back. You know what I mean? So, I got the show called No More Bando. I already done start recording it.
Okay.
But I need to talk to you because, see, the man that recording it for me, everybody want to be the chief. You know what I mean? Nobody want to play. To be a great leader, you got to be a great follower. So,
Facts.
Everybody want to be the chief. There's too many chiefs, not enough
Indians.
You know what I mean? And so, I think too, when he saw I was involved, he didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And then he found out who I was, and then he came up with these different prices, and it's like, okay, we cool, we'll pay you that, but we don't like the fact that you raised the price in the last minute like that. But no, these cats, they millionaires. You know what I mean? And one thing about it, you hang with 4 millionaires, you the 5th one.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, man, I would like to let you see my text feed between these cats, man. It's crazy, $1 million conversations.
We're gonna work, man.
Man.
We're gonna work. Yeah. So it's like, outside of that, are you still working on music?
Yes. Not only am I signed to T-Pain as a writer, but me and one of his artists called Young Cash, we got a group called Gemini.
Okay.
And we got a EP coming out called Twin Flame.
Okay.
And we just working together, you know what I mean? Well, we been cool forever, and we done talked about it forever, and so it's overdue. So we working, y'all. I got more stuff coming out.
Okay. Well, if y'all need some production, hint. I got some new heat for you, man. I got some for y'all. I'll send you a folder.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so infamous question I ask all my guests, you know what I'm saying, on the series is, when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as a pioneer. Like, I want people to remember that my role that I played in hip hop, styles, like cats weren't singing and rapping it before Field Mark came along. Or cats weren't lyrical in their rhymes before Field Mark came along.
Right.
Besides Killer Mike, you know what I mean? And you had Outkast, of course, but like, we was literally not trying, we doers. We literally like just made it like battle rap. You know what I mean? Every we were punchline kings, feel what I'm saying? So
right.
Under 3000 were very lyrical, Big Boy very lyrical, but they weren't trying to, you know what I mean? They just knew how were wordsmiths. They were alchemists with words.
Yeah.
So, you know, we was just those cats that were, you know, say witty lines. You know what I mean? Some of them comical. You know what I mean? Whatever. But some of the lines would be, I call them halo lines, because it go over their head, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then, okay, you didn't catch it this time, but the next time you heard it, you caught it like, oh, damn, that's what he said. Like, you know what I mean? So, like pioneer this, like pioneer rap, like don't forget me, like I put in work, you know what I mean? And I want my recognition for my hard work.
Of course, you know what I mean? I'm here to give you your flowers, man. I've been championing you for years, brother.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's how we came in contact on social media, because I forgot, I think I was watching Beehive's, podcast, and they was talking about the top 5.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, y'all don't name all these groups, but y'all must have forgot Field Mark was 5. And I just listened to y'all album, and I'm like, why aren't y'all mentioned in these conversations? You feel me? So I made it my point. I put up my top 5, and I named you up there with like the Andre 3000s, the Tips, and all that, because it's like, when Dre said, the South had got something to say, bro, we really did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just thought we was just some country bunkins out here just doing some country tunes, but it's more than that. We can wrap circles around y'all.
Exactly.
Don't get it fucked up. Yeah. But man, I appreciate you coming out, taking time with me.
No problem.
And y'all can catch him in Hot Girls too. You know?
Yeah.
Appearance in Hot Girls.
Catch the Field Boy in Hot Girls, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, if anybody wanted to get in contact with you, how can they get in contact with you?
Hit me on my main one is my Instagram. I do most of it out there. Then if you go to my Instagram, it'll send you to my other platforms, because I got a little website up under there that send you to everything, every other platform I got. But it's smoke_field_mob. Smoke_field_mob. 2 underscores in between the smoke, field, mob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, this conclude this episode of the GOAT series.
Yeah.
And we signing off like this here. Hey.